Gentleman yields back the balance of his time. The chair will now recognize the gentlewoman from Michigan, Ms. Lawrence, for 5 minutes.
Mr. Speaker, I rise today to give my farewell speech on the floor of the House of Representatives. It has been the honor of my lifetime to represent Michigan's 14th Congressional District for the past 8 years. A few months ago, I announced that my family and I made this remarkable, tough decision that this will be my last term serving as a member of Congress. For 8 years, I have been given an amazing opportunity to serve and walk the halls of Congress, and I've enjoyed every minute of this journey. I'm deeply grateful to the people of the 14th District in Southeast Michigan who gave me their vote and trusted me to represent them in office. I have been representing Southeastern Michigan for 30 years. I am coming home. I was trained to be a public servant in local politics, where I was the first woman and the first African American to ever be elected to the position of mayor in the city of Southfield, for which I served for 14 years. I also served as a school board president and president of the city council. In this chamber that I stand, we debate issues and confront challenges on behalf of the American people. This thing that we call a democracy is defined by the vote of the people and someone stepping up for public service. I was raised by my grandmother, who migrated from Georgia to Detroit in the height of the American Civil Rights movement. I remember watching her in tears as America marched, protested, and fought for a nation where we would not be judged by the color of our skin, but by the character, our content of our character. She installed in me the passion for democracy and vote. She told me, Brenda, if you work hard and get your education, there's absolutely nothing that you can't do in these great United States of America. For the past 30 years, I have learned how important it is to be accessible to my constituents, to act as their voices in the rooms that they cannot enter. I went to places of worship, met with union representatives, walked with the people, and made sure that the door was open so that every citizen I represented had an opportunity to have their voice heard. As a member of Michigan's congressional delegation, I am proud to have legislated on issues that are important to our great state of Michigan: water equality, union rights, justice, transportation, infrastructure, manufacturing and industry, housing, and education. I am most proud of using my voice to fight on behalf of my constituents. The diversity of my district truly represents the diversity in America. I represent immigrants. My district has an international border. I have the Great Lakes. I have one of the largest Jewish populations in the country. My district is majority African American and I have a very large Hispanic population. Seeing the rich diversity in my district, I founded the Congressional Caucus on Black-Jewish relationships to foster that relationship between those of us who are targeted the most for hate and for discrimination. We accomplished amazing work, and I'm proud of that legacy that I will continue to support and as a citizen of this country. I currently serve as the vice chair of the Congressional Black Caucus, which is led by my colleague and my dear friend, Congresswoman Joyce Beatty. I've been able to serve with some legends like John Lewis, Elijah Cummings in that capacity. And I know that having the Congressional Black Caucus, the conscience of Congress, this Congress will continue to move in the right direction. As you know, I was a member of the United States Postal Service for 30 years. When I arrived in Washington, my top priority was to sit on the House Oversight Committee, where I could continue to fight for the survival and the efficiency of the United States Postal Service and fight for my postal family. I'm so proud that we passed the Postal Service Reform Act that we have been fighting for years. And also, I'm proud of my fight for the Flint water crisis to make sure that we have water in America that will not hurt or harm people, and that we fight for clean water in America. I serve on appropriations where I'm vice chair of the Appropriations Committee, and standing there to say that the dollars that you pay go in the right place has been very defining. I want you to know that I thank my staff for all the support they've given me, and I look forward to coming home, and I'm excited to spend time with my family, my granddaughter, my children, and the community of Southeast Michigan. Thank you, and I yield back.
The gentlewoman yields back the balance of her time, and the chair will now recognize the gentleman.